had to call you. I can't stay on long. Taylor's in the shower.
Oh, really?
She was on her way in when I came over. Don't worry.
And how is Taylor?
She's edgy, and hopefully she's ready to spill.
Yeah, well, Julia owes you big time for schmoozing that psycho.
I wish it was us in the shower.
I'd pay to be your little bar of soap.
I miss you.
I miss you.
And the water just stopped, so I've got to go, okay?
Be safe.
Bye.
Whispers? Is it your bookie or your lover?
My sister, Anita. My family's still crazed about Julia.
Oh. I'm not expecting anyone.
Derek.
Hand over your badge and your gun. You're off the force.
Anja makes this special for folks who need to get well. I'm not sick and I'm not hungry. Now, you'll need it. You'll need your strength. Now, go on.
I can't.
Julia, just a few spoonfuls. You'll feel better.
I wouldn't be able to keep it down.
I'm sorry that I ever doubted you, Janet. And I apologize for not being able to stay in the courtroom, but... Why are you here? Why didn't you come back to the cabin after you got released?
I wasn't sure I'd be welcome.
Are you two back together?
Yes. We are.
You were so sure it's over.
I was. But she apologized.
And that's all it took? Dixie accused you of being just as guilty as Jason in murdering Laurel, didn't she?
She realizes she overreacted.
Oh, so all's well.
I don't know, Liza. All I know is she didn't want to scuttle the marriage.
This is difficult to grasp.
It's difficult to go through. But last night, for the first time in a long time, we were able to be open and honest about everything.
Honesty and openness, secrets to a successful marriage. Does that mean that you were honest about our little romp between the sheets the night she trundled home?
No. I didn't tell her we made love.
How nice of you to refer to it as lovemaking.
That's what it was.
So you didn't tell her?
No.
So much for honesty and openness.
Some things don't need to be said.
Things that aren't important?
No. Things that are important but will hurt. Believe it or not, I don't like to hurt people. Sometimes it happens, but it's never my aim. Look, this isn't any easier for me to put into words than it is for you to hear.
Right.
Look, even if you set out to be a good person, to do the right things for people, sometimes you're going to screw up. And I should know, because I was the king of the screw-ups until I met Dixie. Liza, things haven't been easy for us lately. She hates the idea of me having to work day and night at WRCW. She just didn't understand how badly I need to succeed at this job.
But there was somebody out there who understood you.
Somebody who knew the game. Who knew me like nobody else could.
Who knew how good you could be.
I needed support, and you gave it to me.
But there was Dixie.
No, there is Dixie. I still need my marriage to work. I want to live in the same house as my kids. I want to watch them grow up. Liza, I need to go home. But that doesn't make what happened last night between the two of us any less incredible or less important. We needed to reassure each other that we were still okay people after what happened to Laurel and the trial and all the guilt trips. But it was wonderful. It was unforgettable.
And it's over. Well, we have a show to do. There's some après-Jason damage control that needs to be done. And there is a facelift for Cutting Edge. So, can you believe it? I almost went to call for Jason. I gotta get Iris so she can take the notes for us.
What are you doing?
We have a show to produce.
Not before we talk about last night.
We talked.
No, we didn't.
All right. Here's the talk. We had something. It's over. You have to get back to Dixie, and I have to get back to work.
Forget the act. What happened mattered.
We connected. So what if we disconnect?
Not until after we talk.
Oh, yes, I notified advertising this morning.
Well, they really gave you no choice, Loveday.
Chicken Shack Enterprises will no longer sponsor the Cutting Edge.
Now, I'm sorry for Tad, but...
Well, I think he expected this kind of fallout. I really do. But it's not the first thing that's on his mind these days.
No, I mean, I know he has his own personal torment, poor thing.
And it didn't do our marriage much good either, but... And Kevin, things are looking up in that area.
Isn't that good news? So, come on, spill. Give us the details.
Well, I did some thinking, and we did some talking, and now we're working things out.
Well, hallelujah.
I think Tad needed a little more understanding and a lot less suspicion from me.
Yes, suspicion of Liza Coldly.
Well, Tad works in a very high-stress job. I mean, Liza's his boss. Of course, he's going to have to make nice to her. That's all it ever was.
Yeah, well, on his part, maybe, but that Cobra Colby would like to hypnotize Tad into doing a lot more than just making nice.
What do you mean? I don't
Don't
think she
kid
has time
yourself.
for that.
Don't kid yourself, Dixie. I mean, if she could, she would bed Tad in a heartbeat. You can be sure. But Tad is the one who has stayed true blue. He's walked the straight and narrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and you got me to thank for just frosting that babe's tips, but good.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I just put a little icing on their reconciliation cake.
And what have you done now, Opal?
Well, I made a little visit to the Cobra's lair, and I laid it on nice and thick about the cozy, blissful reconciliation of PV's happiest couple. You did what?
Well, I'm not sure I know what that is, but I strongly suggest that you drink it. We don't need you fainting on the road.
No, that's no problem. It's good.
You'll be back with it in no time. Listen, I gotta go talk to Lila about that map.
feel worse.
I don't feel any better.
I have something that will help you.
Oh, no. Drugstore medicine just makes me sicker.
I don't believe in drugstore. I believe in remedy.
Well, I'm sure whatever it is not going to do the trick.
I know what makes your kind of illness. Yes, here. It's from the lignum vitae.
No, really, I study medicine. I'm a nursing student. I tend to stick to substances that are approved, FDA-approved substances.
The healing power comes from many things. You've studied nature, too?
Yeah, and the bark that they usually put in pretty bottles that they sell in health stores isn't usually worth the price that they charge.
What I'd give you isn't sold in stores for any amount.
Well, I'm sure it's very special, but, I don't need it.
It'll give you strength for what you're about to do, Julia.
I'm fine. Whatever this is just gonna go away.
I don't think so.
Corinne. Look, I appreciate you putting yourself on the line for us, and I'm really grateful, but I would also appreciate it if you cool it with the crystal ball routine, okay? I don't believe in it.
You need this.
That makes sense. Yeah, we'll work it out.
Please don't say anything to Noah about this. I don't want him worrying about me on top of everything else, okay?
Cool, thank you. Hey, Blue. How you making out? And why didn't you touch that soup since I left? What's wrong with you?
Fired? Dismissed? You're joking.
This can't be a surprise.
Oh, I get it. I'm the department scapegoat. Is that right?
Are you that far gone you can't see what's right in front of your face?
Hey, do you guys want me to leave?
No. You stay. I want you as a witness.
Well, you think this is unfair, Taylor?
You know it is. Noah was my friend. Therefore, the fact that he escaped is my fault. That is not just unfair. That is untrue.
No, I don't think you wanted Noah to escape. In fact, I'm pretty sure you didn't have that in mind at all.
Then why aren't you standing up for me?
I would never stand up for you again, Taylor, ever.
Well, thank you. What a friend.
Friends don't lie to each other, and friends don't use each other.
I never lied to you.
Oh, damn, Taylor, why can't you admit anything? You lied about being pregnant.
I did not.
Damn, all the excuses I came up with to cover for all your bouts of morning sickness. All I felt for you, all I did for you. Covered your butt week after week at work. And why, Taylor, why? So that you could use me, so that you could use the department? Well, let me tell you something. It is over.
It is not over. I will appeal.
Oh, please. The captain knows. The whole force knows. You're lucky Internal Affairs isn't hanging you out to dry publicly.
You know what? This is all just a malicious attempt to punish me for Keeper's escape.
Surrender your badge and your gun.
No.
You have no choice. Give it up.
I won't.
Taylor, your gun belongs to the department and your badge is invalid.
Yeah, I know the regs.
Well, then you know that you can't argue or lie or scream your way out of this. It is over. You've given the department a black eye.
Oh, so what now? I'm accused of corruption?
Give it up, Taylor. You behaved inappropriately. You don't deserve to wear the uniform.
I will always be a cop. I am a good cop. I am the best.
So go be one then in Cartagena. The cartels love a cop who cheats and lies.
You know, this has nothing to do with me being a good cop. This has to do about your wounded ego.
Oh, you're tripping, girl. You need a shrink.
You just have this overwhelming need to punish me because I tricked you into bed.
You tricked me so that I could make you a baby so that you could pass it off as Noah's. Now, that should prove how incredibly sick you really are.
All My Children, brought to you by Quaker.